this week's show, Mano y Mano. I'm J-Ro.
Wolfman.
We're doing the prelim predictions for UFC on Fox, Saturday, May 5th, Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah. East Rutherford, New Jersey, Izod Center.
Jersey.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fights on the prelim, so we're going to get right to it. I want to say there's like 8 fights or something.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to go to the first fight of the night.
Yes, on Facebook.
Let's make it happen. Fights being contested at 185 pounds. We have Mike, the master of disaster, Macenzio,
versus Carlos, the Terminator, Vimola.
Mike Macenzio, the master of disaster. He's a southpaw. Like I said, you hear me talk about southpaws all the time. Tough to fight. He has a wrestling background, and he's also has a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu background. He actually is a black belt in Jiu-Jitsu. Trains at Team Iron Horse MMA. He's coming off a loss to Paul Harris by
heel hook,
like normal. His record in the UFC is not very good. He has 2 wins, 4 losses. So
inconsistent.
Absolutely. Tell us about
the Terminator. It's the about Carlos. It's the Terminator. He is fighting out of London Shoot Fighters Gym. He has lost 2 of his last 3. His most recent was against Ronnie Marks, where he got dominated that whole fight. Ronnie Marks, he's just gigantic, kind of like Paul Harris. It's so weird. They look like twins. He is a 6-time Czech Republic national freestyling wrestling champion. Yeah.
That's a mouthful.
Yeah, it is. I looked down at the script for a quick second there. He's a well-rounded fighter. He prefers the striking game, so his wrestling can come into play at one point in this fight, but it's kind of dangerous because he is going against a black belt.
Yeah. Who are you rolling with?
I'm going with the Master of Disaster.
I have the strangest feeling that Macenzio is going to lose this fight. I really do, but I'm going with Macenzio as well. I think just his overall skills, and he's got just more experience. I think he wins this fight.
Sounds good.
Next one, being contested at 135 pounds, we have Roland Stunning Delorme
versus Nick, the Ninja of Love, Dennis. Oh, I know. That was bad.
It's just as bad as this one. How do you get stunning?
Almost like winning.
Anything a little bit out stunning. He comes from Winnipeg Academy of MMA. Most of his wins are by submission. Most of his fights, I want to say practically all of them, were in Canada. His weakness is wrestling. He lost to TJ Dillashaw on the Ultimate Fighter, but officially, on paper, he's coming off a win versus Josh Ferguson. He won by submission. So this guy likes to take the fight to the ground. Tell us a bit about
the Ninja of Love, baby. He's fighting at a Ronin MMA. He's riding a 2-fight win streak. Purple belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and he does not like to use it whatsoever. Just kidding. He prefers a stand-up game over his jits, as you would say. He's 11-2, and this is going to be an interesting one.
Who are you rolling with?
I have to go with Stunning.
I actually agree with this one. I think he's able to get the fight to the ground.
I can't pick the Ninja of Love. That's bad.
Alright, so we both agree. On to the next one. Being contested at 145 pounds, we have Dennis. Guess what his nickname is?
The Menace.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a guess too.
Bermudez.
Versus Pablo, the Scarecrow, Garza.
So we know Bermudez. He was Ultimate Fighter runner-up. He lost to Diego Brando, armbar. He actually fought decent that fight. I thought he was going to win that fight. Tell you the truth. I thought Brando was going to dominate the fight, but he got caught and came back, got him an armbar. Yeah. Anyways, the Menace trains out of Long Island MMA. His background's in wrestling. He's got officially on paper, he's got a 3-fight losing streak. His record is 8-3, so he had 8 wins before that, and then now he has a 3-fight losing streak. But this is going to be a decent matchup, I think. We'll see.
Yeah. The Scarecrow now. He is a purple belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, as everybody else in this fight card, it seems like. Just kidding. He's won 2 out of his last 3 fights. He's coming off a loss against Dustin, the Diamond.
3 diamonds up.
Yep. His highlight of his career had to be by far the Ultimate Finale 12 flying knee. It was sick. But he's 12-2 on his career, and let's see.
Who are you rolling with?
I think Dennis the Menace gets the job done.
I'm agreeing with you. I think Bermudez' wrestling wins this fight. That's all I pretty much have to say about that. I'm real excited about this next fight, though.
Oh, man.
Being contested at 155 pounds, we have Danny, last call, Castillo.
Versus John Cholish.
Let me tell you a little bit about last call. Obviously, he trains at Team Alpha Male. Great camp. Uriah, Benavidez. Who am I missing? Lance Palmer.
Dillashaw. Justin Buchholz.
And Master.
Master Tong.
Yeah.
Master Tong and his amazing belt buckles.
Basically, you know, Danny Castillo, background in wrestling. He's been training his boxing out here in Vegas because, you know, Team Alpha Male's out here for the Ultimate Fighter. So his camp has been out here in Vegas, but he's been training his boxing with Roger Mayweather out here. He's on a 2-fight win streak. His last win was against Anthony Njokuani. Danny Castillo, we have been saying this for a long time, that he's a rising star at 155 pounds. Very cool guy, trains hard, got tons of heart. You know, he's going to be a good fighter. Going to continue to be a good fighter. Tell us a little about John Cholish.
John Cholish. He's a Gracie, 8-fight win streak. He's 8-1. His only loss was in his first fight of his career. He's a well-rounded fighter. Who are you going with?
Let me see. Who are you going with?
Oh my goodness. I'm going with last call, Danny Castillo.
Danny, I'd love to put the headband too, but you know, you with sneakers is like me with hair. The headband's not going on. Sorry, brother. If you would have sent me a last call headband, I would have put it on for you. But
that would be amazing.
I'm going with Danny last call Castillo, our primo.
Yes. If you guys didn't know that, we are his cousins. Look it up somewhere out there in the internet.
On to the next fight. Being contested at 135 pounds, we have Lewis. Good night.
Good night.
Godino.
Versus John Lineker dos Santos de Paula Mao de Pedra.
Can you say that one more time?
John Lineker dos Santos de Paula Mao de Pedra.
How do you think he spelled all that when he was a kid?
Dude, he probably just scrambled it and just like, it was kind of like Scrabble, just put letters together. It was weird.
Spelling how many?
Yeah, triple letter score. Yeah, it was worth a lot of points.
Let me tell you a little bit about Good Night. His background is in jiu-jitsu and kickboxing. He trains at Team Tiger Schulman. I don't know if I said that right. But obviously, like a lot of the fighters on this card, they came from the Ultimate Fighter. He's coming off a loss versus Johnny Bedford by TKO. He actually got dominated that fight. Bedford looked good.
Yeah.
But we know Godino, he's green hair. You know, he's got heart. The kid has heart, but I mean, he fights at 135. I personally think he should drop down to 125, but that's just my opinion.
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about long name.
John Lineker, so and so, such and such. I know. Yeah. Okay. He's a former Jungle Fight bantamweight champion. He's a well-rounded fighter. He is on a 13-fight win streak right now, and it's his UFC debut.
Wow, 13 fights, and he's barely coming in the UFC right now.
Yeah.
Wow.
That is a lot of fights in a row.
That's almost as bad as having Danny Castillo on the prelims and not on the main event.
Cough.
Anyways, who you rolling with?
John Lineker dos Santos de Paula Mal de Pedra.
I'm rolling with him too. I think his experience wins in this fight.
Yeah. He said 14 in a row.
Yeah.
Next fight.
All right, on to the next fight.
Yes,
Being
sir.
contested at 170 pounds, we have John, the Hitman Hathaway, versus
Pascal Panzer Cruz.
what's
Panzer, German for tank.
Oh man, a little bit about the Hitman. He trains at London Shoot Fighters. He's coming off a win versus Chris McRae. He's only lost. He's got a 15-1 record.
Wow.
He lost to Mike Pyle, Quicksand, who trains out here at Extreme Couture. He's got a he's a rising star at 170 pounds. He has wins versus Diego Sanchez.
Oh, man, he beat Diego.
Yes, and he has a win against Rick Story too.
Yeah.
But that was Rick Story's first fight in the UFC. So he's a young guy, training very well, all around guy. Tell us a little about
Panzer.
Tank.
He's a blue belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He is under Duke Rufus.
Another Duke Rufus fight.
Yes, his second fight in the UFC. He's a rounded character. And he's 10-0, undefeated.
Man.
So you got a, 15 and 1 versus a 10-0.
Man, sounds like a good matchup.
Yeah.
What are you rolling with?
Panzer.
I'm going with Tank as well. I actually think this is going to be a really good matchup, though. It's going to be a very good fight, but I'm going to go with
Panzer.
On to the next fight.
Yes, sir.
Being contested at 125 pounds, we have John, the Magician, Dodson.
What? Magic Man versus Tim Elliott.
A little bit about Dodson. We know his Ultimate Fighter 14 winner.
Yes.
This is his first fight at 125 pounds. He dropped from 135, where he beat who? Dillashaw. Yeah, so I actually think 125 pounds is a perfect weight for him. He's got a 3-fight win streak, officially, and his background is in boxing and wrestling. And where does he train? Jackson's MMA. Very good camp.
Yes. Tim Elliott now. He fights at a Grindhouse MMA. Sounds scary, huh? He is a wrestler, and he is ranked number 7th in the world as a flyweight.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and this is his UFC debut, and he's riding an 8-fight win streak right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
This sounds like a very interesting matchup.
Yeah, exactly. 7th in the world.
Who are you rolling with?
John Dodson.
I actually agree here. I think Dodson's speed is going to give Elliott a lot of problems.
Oh, yeah, I think same thing.
I don't think he's going to have any problems cutting, 10 pounds to make it to the weight.
If that.
Yeah, if that. Rolling with Dodson.
Dodson it is.
Last fight on the prelims.
Yes, on Fuel TV.
We have Tony Ferguson versus
Michael the Menace Johnson.
This fight's contested at 155 pounds.
Yes.
A little about Tony Ferguson. He has a background in wrestling and boxing. He actually trains at Team Death Clutch and Knuckleheads Boxing. He is the Ultimate Fighter 13 winner. He's got a 6-fight win streak.
Wow.
Officially. And he's won 9 out of his last 10 fights.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, a little bit about the Menace. He is fighting out of Imperial Athletics Camp. He got his fame from the Ultimate Fighter GSP versus Koscheck season. He was, I want to say he was up there in picks for GSP. He's coming off a win against Shane Roller, which he looked good in that fight.
I think we actually picked Roller.
Yeah, Michael Johnson looked good in that fight for a change. Obviously, strong wrestler. Very, very strong wrestler. So this fight's going to be quite interesting. Wrestler versus stand-up guy.
Yeah, Tony Ferguson has wrestling background as well. But I think this fight may stay standing.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Who are you rolling with?
Tony Ferguson.
I'm going with Tony as well. I think Ever since he dropped to 155, it's a perfect weight for him.
That and Michael Johnson proved us wrong once.
Yes,
he can't do it. He's not going to do it.
Can't do it again.
He can't repeat. He can't make J-Ro and Wolfman look dumb. What's wrong with you?
No, not only that, but I just think Tony Ferguson has the better skills all the way around.
Yeah.
So I think he wins this fight.
Same here.
So that's pretty much it.
Yes, sir.
For our prelim predictions for UFC on Fox, Saturday, May 5th. What? Cinco de Mayo.
Yay! Okay, I'm not gonna finish the song. East Rutherford, New Jersey, Izod Center.
Jersey.
Sure.
I'm J-Ro.
Wolfman.
To the next time, guys.
Peace.